Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally live between the matchup between SemperX and Risky Gaming. My God, this promises to be a cracker of a game of CS, especially considering the fact that Risky Gaming so far have been undefeated in the Masters League in the ESL India Premiership thus far. For the pistol round, SemperX, they did clinch the knife round and opted to stay with the CT side on Mirage. I mean, that is the most understandable thing to do. And they've opted to go for a full armor by all 5 players with armor, no utility whatsoever, USPs and P2000s across the board. And Carry Bob, on the other hand, is running one smoke. And yeah, 2 players playing utility there. And the smokes come sailing in, so do the flashbangs. And Risky Gaming just making a beeline for this A bomb site. And Hunter finally moving. Okay then. Connector has been smoked off, and KitKat finding the first kill onto Impale, immediately answered back by Hunter with a sweet headshot onto Carry Bob. Kills going back and forth, KitKat finding his second kill for the round, and KitKat finding his third, leaving Hunter all alone against 4 very angry terrorists. And there we go, Hunter finding his second kill for the round. He's getting swarmed on all sides. He should try avoid getting knifed at all costs, and he goes down. Greens shanking him in the side, Kill Bill style. No remorse, no regrets. Money, extra money for days for Greens. Greens swimming in the green right now. And we're really sorry for the delay in this round. For this match, there was some problem with GoTV, so we had to set it back up. Just CSGO things, they keep happening. Match has been paused for the time being. That was a very swift round coming out from Risky Gaming. KitKat with that sweet 4K, and Greens in the end going all stabby on Hunter. Seeing that round out for Risky Gaming, 1-0. It's the start they wanted. The extra knife money coming in as well. That will mean that they're going to be very good on the economic front going forward. And yeah, as expected, the immediate force up coming out from Team SemperX. Mythil still to buy up. Okay, he's going to upgrade to an Armored Eagle. So 3 Deagles, 1 5.7 and 1 CZ. You see straight up mid aggression coming out from Risky, and there down goes Starboy. That one-way smoke not convincing anybody. In the meantime, Foxy trying to be all sneaky beaky like from under Palace, and he's getting burnt alive, charging up and getting shut down immediately by Greens. He's on 2 kills for the round already. It is looking very grim. Mythil, last player standing, all alone with the Deagle and getting swarmed from all sides. Greens. Oh, Mythil, you can't miss those. You cannot miss those. Not against a team of Risky's caliber. You have to hit your shots. And we all know you're capable. Mythil, one of the old guards of Indian CS. He's been around for the longest time. And Mythil and Hunter considered to be one of the best aimers in Indian CS till date. And that was quite evident in the pistol round. Hunter coming out with those 2 sweet headshots onto the Risky team. But alas, it was too little, too late. And match has been paused. I'm not sure what's really happening right now. Match has been paused, and yeah, we're going live. Match back live. There we go. 2 rounds on the board for Risky. Like absolutely perfect anti-eco coming out from them, not losing a single player. Greens getting the 2K for that round, and KitKat and Havoc picking up a killer piece. I think KitKat also managed to get a 2K. No, Greens. Well, anyway, full eco coming out from SemperX. Just the USPs, nothing bought up. It's as hard an eco as they get. And there we see a complete and straightforward beeline for the B-bomb site coming out from Risky Gaming. Spot out one. They haven't spotted out. Yeah, they haven't spotted out Starboy. Okay, they finally go down. The B defenders just crumbling under just the sheer weight of numbers that Risky are throwing their way. This is just unbridled aggression coming out from Risky. And in fact, today, it's surprising that their pings aren't that bad. They're all playing on around 70 ping compared to the around 30 or 40 odd ping that SemperX is playing on. And there we go, another fast round. Just losing Carry Bob. Nothing much, he was wielding a UMP anyway. He's gonna buy up quite easily. No questions asked. The match has been paused yet again. All right, I think this is a tactical timeout, but a tactical timeout this early into the game doesn't bode really well. I think they're just planning out their buy. They might be deciding if Mithil wants to go for the glass cannon op, because that's all he'll be able to afford. He has exactly 4750 in the bank. I think they should forego the op for this round and just go with armor. Maybe one person runs an armor UMP with utility, or a couple of people, in fact, utility being very important on the CT side to stop this just unbridled aggression, this untamed rage and aggression coming out from Risky right now. They'll need all the utility in the world. On the flip side, the money on Risky is just looking absolutely ridiculous. They'll be able to buy into this round. Carry Bob will be easily able to buy into this round. And I don't think Havoc and Breaker will opt out of this UMP buy-up that they have right now. Well, match has been resumed. Excuse me. Ebola. It's a problem. And I'm curious as to what's happening right now. There's just so many pauses. I think these are technical pauses. Players might be suffering from ping issues or electricity issues. We know that so Team Risky is a team from Dubai, and they've often had problems connecting to Indian servers, and their pings quite often act up. If you just check, yeah, no, their pings seem to be fairly stable. They're all hovering around 60, 65. In the meantime, game has been paused. So anyway, let's talk about these teams. SemperX, one of the old guards. They've been around forever. Mithil, Hunter, Starboy, Impale, and Foxy. They've been playing together for quite a while, and they've strung together a fair few results in this tournament. They're renowned for just YOLO plays. Their YOLO playstyle is absolutely, well, it's very well renowned, and frankly puts the fear of God into many Indian teams, because they're just so random that the teams really have a hard time figuring out, a proper anti-strat or a proper setup against such a YOLO and random style of play. And that really does go a long way towards, their success, essentially. Yeah, on the flip side, Risky are a team that is they just feed off of confidence. If you let them get away with it, they're going to just steamroll you off the server. So their aggression has to be checked. And Carry Bob yet to buy up. He's just bought up a Deagle for this round. No utility whatsoever. So I'm going to stick to his POV and see what he plans on doing. Alrighty then. So seems like that was a test round of sorts. And yeah, as I was saying, Risky Gaming, a very, very aggressive team. I think the round reset will be coming in. Yeah, round reset coming in. That was a test round, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, so as I was saying, Risky Gaming is a team that just feeds off of confidence and feeds off of, their own. Like, if the opponents are giving them too much respect, they're going to run away with the map. So there needs to be some sort of counter-aggression coming out from SemperX. I said this when they played TMG. I said this when Risky played D2D. I just said this when Risky played Entity. Against all these teams gave too much respect to Risky, and at the end of the day, they just walked away with the map. The only team that actually gave them a fight was Entity Esports. They put up a very valiant T side against them on Inferno, getting 11 rounds on the board on their T side. But then they just mounted a tremendous comeback on their own T side. Entity's CT side just falling short of the mark there, unable to secure the round. And that game went into overtime, and Risky ended up clinching the victory. So that's the thing, right? You have to have a check for the outright balls to the wall play that Risky bring to the table. And I think SemperX is the team to counter that playstyle, because that's their playstyle. I mean, think about it. SemperX, Equitas was saying recently that if there's one team in India he absolutely hates calling against, it is SemperX, because he's never been able to figure out their YOLO style of play. And it's just completely random is what he tells me. And frankly, it's very hard to call against a very random pug style of Counter-Strike, and especially when you throw in players like Mythil and Hunter and Starboy and Impale and Foxy, all of whom are absolutely crazy aimers. That just goes to show that, that just goes to, it throws a spanner in the works for most structured T-side or CT-side default setups that most teams have going for them. So for those of you in chat wondering why Risky is playing in ESL India, well, ESL is an open tournament. You get teams from all over the region. Teams enter from Pakistan, teams enter from Nepal, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. And Risky won the Masters LAN last year, so they automatically got invited to the Masters Series. Risky is a team, like, what do I say? They've been playing on high ping against SEA teams for a lion's share of their career. Routing in the Middle East is absolutely messed up. And they did reach the finals for the Middle East PGL Asia Middle East qualifiers, but I don't think they managed to qualify. They lost out to yet another team from the region. And yeah, so their roster is made up of Greens, KitKat, Carrybob, Havoc, and Breaker. Havoc being of Indian descent on that team. And let's take nothing away from any of these players. They're all absolutely fantastic players. And if you watch their games, you'll realize that Risky is just one tier above where the prime of Indian CS is right now. That will be Entity Esports, D2D, SemperX, TMG, the likes, all these teams, the other teams playing in the Masters division. Risky Gaming is just one cut above all these other teams. Anyway, guys, I'll be back after this short break. It seems that there's something amiss. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the game. And I hope you don't get too pissed off by my commentary tonight, as has been the case for so long, for so many days. Anyway, guys, see you in a bit. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it seems we have finally figured out what was not working, and we're back live with the game. 3-0 to Risky Gaming as things stand right now. The money on SemperX looking not very good. This is a must-win round for them. And there we go, Impale watching mid like a hawk. Greens managing to somehow cross without taking a single point of damage. Hunter in the meantime in support over at mid. Very heavy mid presence coming out from SemperX, and there we go. Mythil finding Green's face instantly and smashing it in. But in the meantime, it seems like it's going to be a B hit. Starboy just completely wiped it out. And KitKat walking into the open arms of Starboy. Starboy getting a quick double kill. He's trying to get more, but unfortunately, he doesn't land the shots that he needs to do. And there we go, down to a 2v3 retake situation. Havoc spraying away, but not able to land a single shot. This round is mostly for Risky about getting as much economic damage in as possible. And Foxy somehow surviving that round on 1 HP. And it was a good round. Teammates being able to drop the rifles that they saved from the previous round, and full utility will come out on SemperX. Risky in the meantime, no risk of much economic damage, although this will be the last round where they'll be able to fully commit to a buy. If they lose this, they will have to go for at least 1 eco. In the meantime, Havoc has made his way to high mid. He's gonna smoke himself off. Curious. Takes a sliver of nade damage, but that Molotov is gonna push him off of high mid. Oh, I don't think he's taking any damage, and he's just safe behind. Oh no. Getting burnt down, and Mythil is pushing up. He needs to be careful. Spots out Mythil, and Mythil with that aggression paying off, and they're doing the smart thing. They got the pick, and now they're falling back. This is smart Counter-Strike coming out from SemperX. Really liking their setup on the CT side right now on Mirage. It's curious that they went with Mirage. SemperX having lost to D2D earlier in the tournament on this very map. But you know, I guess against a team of Risky's caliber, you want to put your best foot forward and go ahead with the best map you have at your disposal. And Breaker slowly inching his way up connected. They are a man worse for the wear, and Impale just playing patiently inside the smoke, waiting for it to fade so that he can get the drop onto the T's. Oh, and there we go, the smoke's fading, and Breaker's gonna get caught with his hands down, and Impale finds Green as well. Wow, this game's turning on its head, and KitKat does a weird jump as he's being shot down, and Mythil finding the kill onto KitKat, leaving Carry Bob all alone in a 1v4 clutch situation, and they line up for him, but he's really low, and Foxy comes to the rescue and puts him down. 2 rounds on the trot for SemperX, but they do lose 3 rifles. On the flip side, I think Risky might just be able to eke out a buy on 2 players. And Carry Bob, if they decide to force, yeah, they're going to decide to force. So Carry Bob might be wielding the UMP. Yep, UMP, a very potent weapon even in the current meta. So, and let's not take anything away from these players. They're absolutely savage aimers. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far from SemperX. Like I said, that aggression that they're showing early round and always getting the man advantage has completely thrown a spanner in the works for whatever setup Risky had in mind to bring to this game. And now they're just going to do a dry execute onto the A-bomb side. Smoke's raining in. Hunter standing on top of Ticket Booth wisely falls back. And now it's going to come down to a 5v5 retake situation. Hunter peering above the smoke, gets one, but then does get taken down by KitKat in the meantime, but there's still a man to the good. And it's a 4v3 retake situation. Very doable. They do have the utilities. They have a smoke, a couple of flashbangs, and a nade. In the meantime, Impale just impales Breaker there over by Triple Box, and Havoc is left. Oh, but 2 quick kills from KitKat and Havoc, equalizing the numbers, but the HP is not looking that good. They still have a smoke and a flashbang to work with in terms of utility. And look at this Starboy slowly creeping up, but gets decapitated by KitKat. Now it's down to a 1v2. Mythil equalizing the number yet again, and unfortunately unable to land the final telling headshot onto Havoc, who sees off this round. But they do lose a ton of people there. And look at that, because SemperX have been consistently losing so many players in the previous 2 rounds, their economy is completely shattered. It's just, that's the difficult part about the counter-terrorist side in this game. Even if you string rounds together, you have to make sure that you keep bodies alive as you win those rounds. Otherwise, you never get the chance to build up your economy. And yeah, we go into the 7th round of the game. 4-2 is the score for Risky Gaming, and it is going to be yet another hard eco. Only Impale with the armor, Deagle buy up, and he's going to get completely blinded instantly. And KitKat spots him out, and KitKat gets absolutely shut down. They're getting absolutely wrecked as they make their way into the B-bomb side. Mythil and Starboy like just mounting a freaking amazing defense there. They take 3 players down with them. Mythil with the 2k, just with a P2000. And now it's down to Foxy, Impale, and Hunter. Impale still with the Deagle and the armor. Okay then, Carry Bob and Green's instant decapitations coming in. Scalping of the century, thank you very much here. Take your head on a platter. Hunter in a 1v2, he's getting shot from both directions. He doesn't know where to look. And I don't think this will be possible. Nope, Green's taking down Hunter, but tremendous economic damage done there by SemperX. They could see this as a semi-mini victory, if you will, because they're not going to allow the risky economy to go out of hand. And I shots like these make me wonder, what if SemperX actually had weapons in that round? But that's the thing, right? That's the thing with risky. Even with 2 players left alive, they're just such a force to be reckoned with. Even then, the gun round that they lost, SemperX, they lost to a 4v2 retake situation. And it just makes me wonder sometimes, what if? And look at this aggression down underpass by Mythil. Will they be expecting this? He hears everything. He knows it's a B rush. The rotations are going to come in. And it's all on a Starboy to hold off the initial push. But look at this. Already on the flank, Mythil. He's not going to waste any time. Might just catch one player off guard. And oh, Breaker. 2 alert. Always on the lookout. Impale, the last line of defense. Rattling off a few shots, but then gets instantly taken down by Havoc. Just not connecting with those shots. And you cannot take that risk with a team of Risky's caliber. Ladder room getting Molotov off. Cat needs to be careful, but he just Mario's Hunter's head off. Jumping headshot, or as Hungungang likes to call it, quickly. Six to 2 is the score after 8 rounds of Counter-Strike. And this looks like it's going to go out of hand very fast. This is the risky that you don't want to be playing against. Anyway, the first gun round in a long time for SemperX, and the op does come out onto Impale. If they want to stop this train of hurt that Risky is going to put out very soon, this has to be the round where you put the brakes on the Risky train. Breaker spotting out this aggression up the apps. Oh, but NA nades there. NA nades. I like this position from Hunter. He's smoked it off so he can remain in this position, but that'll mean that oh, he needs to be careful. That nade though is gonna take a chunk of HP off of Breaker. He's down to 72 points of health, but the defense very spread out, and Starboy taking a lot of spam damage there. Down to 23 health. He's in the red. He's blinking. He's on the precipice of death. And look at this. The A defense is just so passive right now. But Impale does have the op trained by A ramp, which, by the looks of things, it has all the makes of being an A hit. But the problem is there's little to no information coming out for the CTs right now. No one's making any info plays. Breaker just masterfully holding off that B info play they did, aggressing over by B apps. So they really don't know where this eventual hit is going to come. But I think they'll know just as the smokes come raining in. But I just hope the 2-man defense over at A can hold off long enough for the rotations to come in. There we go. The smokes come raining in. But the bomb, curiously, still over by the B bomb site. And Impale has been smoked off. And that's literally drawn the entire defense coming out towards the A bomb site. Havoc finding a kill onto Impale. But he goes down. And now it all comes down to Breaker. Oh, Starboy goes down too early. In the meantime, Carry Bob's playing the lurk very well. It's not planted for him though. He needs to be careful. 2 players just making their way out of market right now. Havoc needs to make Carry Bob needs to make his way over to B shot very soon. And he gets taken down by Hunter, and Hunter ending Breaker. 2 quick headshots. And in one fell swoop, he ends Risky's reign of terror. 3rd round on the board for SemperX. Hunter coming out huge there with the 3K in that round. Absolutely crucial, but unfortunately they only managed to keep 2 rifles alive, but the op does get saved. So I'm guessing 1 or 2 players on a couple of players on SemperX might just have to make do with the UMP buy. The money on Risky still looking good. They'll be able to buy into this round, no problems. Breaker, the op comes out onto him immediately. And let's see if, Risky have it in them to immediately break back the SemperX economy. And again. It looks like it's going to be a fast play towards A this time. Breaker rattling off a shot. 2 players still in Palace. Look at this carry Bob. It's making a lot of noise over by underpass. In the meantime, look at this Hunter. Wow. Okay. He's made his way all the way up high mid in the... Oh, and I think he's been spotted and he misses the shot and he's burning alive. He needs to make his way out of there. And unfortunately, he's going to fall to Breaker's op. You don't want to mess with the Dragon lore. As they say, skins equals wins. That's very true for Risky actually at the moment. KitKat playing fairly advanced by Palace, and Impale might be in a position, in an ideal position to just backstab them in an instant there. He needs to be careful though. There's just 2 players over by A. They're making a lot of noise, and Foxy's gonna take down KitKat. Foxy doing a bang-up job over by CT Spawn, and he's gonna restore the man advantage back in the favor of the T's. And right now, Starboy is gonna see a world of hurt coming his way. He needs to be very careful. Mythil just chucking a nade inside B. Habs taking a chunk off of Breaker. Seem to have a very good read of what Risky is up to right now. And oh, Greens pops out and decapitates Starboy. In the meantime, Mythil just playing the same position, not expecting him to play the same position. Breaker rattling off a shot. In the meantime, Carry Bob's on the flank, and it's down to a 2v2. Breaker just needs to hold his ground, and unfortunately he got Mythil and Carry Bob getting into a spray battle there. And there's just 11 seconds left on the clock. Bomb is dropped rather favorably, and he should go for a quick B-shot plant. Yep, that's what he's going to be doing. And Impale will make his way into the bomb site, just going to bombard in. So 1v1 Impale on full HP though. Carry Bob just playing inside the smoke, getting tagged down to 8 HP, and Impale heard that flash. He knows exactly where Carry Bob is. Can he clutch this round is the question, and the answer is no. Unfortunately, Carry Bob absolutely demolishing Impale there, also managing to rescue the op, and there goes the SemperX economy. It is in the shitter, as they say. My god, what a close round. SemperX bringing these rounds to the absolute precipice of victory, and then getting dumpstered on by some hero plays from one of the Risky guys. And now, again, full eco, but Impale. Free haircut, thank you very much. Havoc, sit down, son. And Impale gonna get traded out instantly, and all the A defenders just falling like dominoes there. Hunter left alone in Palace. He could deny this bomb plant though, but oh no. Risky, always aware, always on the lookout. And Starboy all alone with a USP. Takes his time to admire his beautiful falchion knife marble fade there, but eventually will go down to the AK-47 of Greens. Breaker retrieving his AWP. All is well, just losing 1 player. No harm, no foul. Almost flawless anti-eco coming out from Risky Gaming. A tad bit too one-sided at this moment. SemperX on the CT side not being able to hold much. And they do get another buy, so let's see what they can do. And it's straight up mid-aggression coming up. Mythil, and has support in the form of Hunter. Can Breaker get a pick? Nope. Breaker gets his head taken clean off, and Mythil getting the kill onto Havoc as well. Hunter and Mythil, the deadly duo. In the meantime, Impale finding the kill onto KitKat. And all of a sudden, it's down to a 3v5, but 3 players on SemperX solo. They're left internally bleeding. 19, 19, and 16 points of health on Mythil, Impale, and Hunter, respectively. It is not undoable. 1 shot, and they're down for the count. The 2 players left on Risky aren't slouches by any stretch of the imagination, but they're playing very isolated. And Hunter playing in jungle right now. Impale watching Connector like a hawk. They've taken very passive positions. I like that. Will Carry Bob be checking this? If he even rattles off a few shots in this general direction, and there we go, Carry Bob. Instant snap onto Impale. That's going to force Hunter to change his position. He knows he's left internally bleeding. A stiff gust of wind in his direction, and he's going to crumble like a house of cards. Meantime, it's going to come down to Starboy to stave off this A hit if it does come in. There's 37 seconds left on the clock, and there goes down goes Hunter. And Starboy, he's all alone. In the meantime, Mythil is rotating. The rotations are coming in, and Greens needs to be careful. Foxy does spot him out. He's taking a spot of damage. They're in a spot of bother right now. 24 seconds left on the clock. They need to hurry it up. No matter what they do, they need to do it instantly. Greens avoiding that flash and will get taken down. That's the bomb down. That should be more or less GG for the round. This round should be going to SemperX, no questions asked, and that they do. 3 players kept alive. That is, again, absolutely essential because now they'll be able to drop guns and spread out the economy. In the meantime, the money on Risky isn't looking that good either. They're going to have to go in with the force by 2 UMPs, op out onto Greens, and 2 AKs. Well, not as force of a buy as you'd expect, but yeah, the op does come out onto Greens, and they need to be a little more proactive, in my opinion, Risky. Leaving it too late and just going for straight up aim duels. And Hunter with the op, can he find the pick is the question. Getting Molotoved off, rattles off a few shots and takes some damage, but nothing too dangerous that he should be concerned about. In the meantime, Mythil over by B-Shot. Look at this information that's been gleaned by Impale. He's just slowly walking up T-spawn. He's giving his team a ton of information, and that's, you see the rotation coming in instantly right now. The A-bomb side almost completely empty. There we go. Impale finding the kill on to carry Bob, but now they're aware that there's a lurk. And that's going to force their hand, actually. Breaker making a lot of noise. Will he be able to find the kill is the question, and the answer is a resounding yes. Does manage to retrieve the FAMAS as well. But this is the thing, right? Because of the information, there's 3 players over by the B bomb side, and the A bomb side is absolutely vacant. But the read coming out from SemperX is absolutely sublime. We're going to see Foxy finally rotating over to CT spawn. He's going to be the lone defender over by the A bomb side for a while now. But the bomb in the meantime is outside B apps over by, by the B bomb side. So they need to be careful. KitKat just managed to sneak his way into the jungle. He's ideally poised for this. But look at the awareness from this man. Shuts down that lurk even before it starts. Bomb slowly inching its way over. Hunter still, I don't know what he's watching, but he's just got this sixth sense about him. In the meantime, Havoc does find the kill onto Foxy, and he needs to be careful. Hunter with the op gets Havoc down, but Breaker's managed to make his way into the B bomb side. But there we go. Down he goes. 2 players left alive, and I think finally Risky will have to eco. Not able to recover that second op there, SemperX. 5 rounds on the board for them. Valiant showing, but they should go for a couple of UMPs. They should know that the economy in Risky is not that good. I'd like to see at least an SMG in play here. But nope, no SMGs. Rifles across the board. 1 AK, 3 M4s, and 1 op. And nade sailing in. Ooh. Starboy needs to be careful though. Havoc is a nasty shot with the deagle. In the meantime, Hunter finding the kill on to carry Bob. And KitKat just toying with him in the meantime. There we go. Breaker comes into jungle and takes him down. That's the op down. That's some decent economic damage done. And Havoc gonna, gander a peek by mid. Down to a 1v4, it's highly unlikely that Havoc's going to get anything done this round. All he's looking for is some economic damage in there. I think Starboy spots his leg there. Oh, rattling off a few shots, but missing it. And all we're waiting for is a nade to sail in. But nope, Starboy going to see it off with the rifle itself. Impale rescuing the op. Not a bad anti-eco coming out from SemperX. Just losing that one person. And Impale has a decent mid spawn. He's going to be dropping an M4A1 over for Hunter. And I think he's going to take the mid shot. Final round of the half, 8-6 is the score for Risky. And it's not a bad T-half by any stretch of the imagination. Mirage, primarily a CC-sided map. And getting 8 rounds on the board, a very respectable score indeed. And look at this aggression from Impale. He's going to take the op immediately to underpass. And what a shot on a KitKat. Instantly ending his round there. And now he's not done, but he's completely wiped out. He's rattling off a couple of shots with the deagle, but unfortunately unable to land them. And Down he goes, and out come Mythil in support. That nade though might just do a ton of damage over to Havoc. Not really, just does about 15 points of damage, but Mythil internally bleeding, and Carry Bob not looking that good in terms of HP either. In the meantime, Hunter just playing an off angle there, gets the pick, and Foxy there in support, getting 2 quick kills, leaving it down to a 2v4 yet again for Havoc, and both Havoc and Carry Bob have taken a ton of damage. So I don't see them really managing to clutch out this half. So in all probability, this half is going to be going to end 7-8. SemperX with 7 rounds, and Risky Gaming with 8. And there we go. Down goes Hunter. In the meantime, Havoc does find Hunter, but then is immediately taken out by Foxy. And as I said, it's going to be a 7-8 half. 8 rounds for Risky on the T half. Nothing to be scoffed at, in my opinion. It's a very CT-sided map. So let's see what setup Risky has in store for us on their CT side on Mirage. This is the first time I'm going to see them playing on Mirage, so it's a first for me as well. And yeah, it's gonna be a straight up A hit, it seems. Yeah, no utility. They're just gonna walk out onto the A bomb site completely naked. Breaker here gonna stave off any aggression from T-Ramp, and he spots out 1, 2, 3. He's getting tagged down. In the meantime, look at Havoc hiding it by Ninja Box. Gets 1 kill, but gets immediately traded out. Breaker in the meantime tapping away, gets another, but does get traded out immediately as well. Even trades coming across the board, but Foxy looking really worse for the wear. Greens in the meantime playing by Styles, looks away at the worst possible moment. He's getting tagged down by Mythil, playing over from jungle. But all of a sudden, it's down to a 1v2 situation. Mythil left all alone. Greens left internally bleeding, but Carrybob's gonna stick the defuse. He doesn't have a kit, and it's not planted for Mythil. Down goes Greens, and Carrybob pops out, and Mythil returns the favor by smashing his face in with the block. Mythil clutching out that round with a fantastic 3k, and that's exactly what they needed to get back into the game rather. 8 rounds on the board, and now they can buy in, and the force buy immediately coming out from Risky Gaming. They should be careful. Risky Gaming still a very potent threat on these anti-ecos. And what's the buy that we're gonna see? 1 Galil, 1 AK, and 3 UMPs. Alright, so they're gonna have a fair amount of utility to work with in this round, and I hope and pray to God that they end up using it. Breaker, the deagle of his, taking a lot of damage. He's opted to not buy into armor. He's gonna save for the op, and does get taken down. That aim punch not allowing him to do anything but 29 points of damage onto Hunter. Green spotting out Hunter. That flashbang might just catch him. Nope, Hunter beating a hasty retreat. But in the meantime, look at this Kit Kat. He's pushing up Palace and getting a ton of information. That's going to call for the rotate over to the B bomb side. And yep, we see Havoc immediately on the rotate. It might just be a B pincer play coming out from SemperX. 2 players coming out. Oh no, they're going to make their way from underpass over to A. And the A bomb site is completely empty. This is a fantastic read coming in from SemperX. I mean, I don't know what tell they have, but look at this. Look at this. Mythil making a ton of noise, and he has the bomb, and that's bomb down. Oh, that's the worst possible thing that could have happened. And Kit Kat smoking it off as well. This is highly unfortunate right now. And Kit Kat needs to be careful. There's 2 players already making a beeline for him. He's taking an off angle. Oh, spots out Foxy, and Foxy's returning the favor as well. He's spotted out, and Hunt gonna double peek him. He's caught on the reload, and he goes down. But in the meantime, Greens has made his way up high mid, and he's gonna get a second flank in if they're not careful. But I think they heard it. Oh no, and down goes the bomb yet again. Greens tapping away with the deagle. Now it's all down to Havoc. But what an expensive round it has been for SemperX. They really don't have that much time, and the team flash coming in, and Starboy to go down. Havoc in a 1v1 with Foxy, who's left internally bleeding. He needs to be very careful. Havoc, so unfortunately there, unable to rattle off a final shot. All he needed was to land a body shot, and that would have been all she wrote for Foxy, but Foxy somehow manages to clutch out that round. And my God, was that a close round there. Oh, I'm gonna have a coronary if SemperX continue to play like this. Anyway, full eco coming out from Risky Gaming. 9 rounds on the board. And it looks like it's gonna be a B stack. And they're gonna walk into the stack. It's interesting. Caribou not. Oh, but this roll in. It's a drive-by essentially. 4 players just instantly taken out. And down goes Breaker. That round over before it even started. Quick round coming out, and Impale just doing Impale things. He's gonna go teabag Greens, dead and decaying corpse. All in good spirit though. No game of CS is complete without a little bit of banter and some teabagging. Alrighty then, pause coming out. I think it is a pause called by Risky Gaming. They're gonna go plan out their buy. I think Breaker can go with the op, but he's gonna have to go glass cannon. Don't think he'll have enough for armor. Nope, he won't. He'll just be left with $500. So let's see what kind of buy they come up with. I would hope that they go with 5 rifles across the board anyway. Yep, they're gonna go with a rifle buy up. Opting out of the op for this round for now. Caribou with the UMP and the utility. So that's not a bad buy. They have decent amount of utility. 5 smokes, 1 Molotov, 1 grenade, 2 HEs and a plethora of flashbangs to work with. And they have 3 4 M4s and 1 UMP. So let's see what they can do in this round. Risky Gaming, this is their first buy round coming in after having a very close anti-eco and, well, a very fast round. And there we go. Havoc with the unbridled aggression early on, and then, oh, Mythil and Hunter catching that aggression at the throat and just denying it. And wow. I'm loving this gameplay coming in from SemperX right now. They're just taking the game by the bollocks and just taking the game to Risky. Aggression all across the board. I'm loving it. In the meantime, Greens is the last player surviving. Gets 1 kill. Let's see if he can get any more. Oh, does spot out a player playing by jungle there, and he's gonna beat a hasty retreat. There's no point going for this fight. No point even going for exits at this point. He's looking to book it and try and save this AK-47 to take into the next round. This is good. This is very, very good from SemperX.
Terrorists win.
I don't want to curse this, curse of the commentator and everything, but this might just be the first upset on the card. SemperX might just manage to pull off the upset of the tournament if they manage to win this. And are we going to see another force buy? They shouldn't be forcing into it. The money situation on Risky not looking that good. They're going to get a full 5-round loss bonus. The blue shell effect will be kicking in full force in the next round. They're going to get $3,400, so they can be buying into the next round easily. So they don't need to necessarily overspend in this round with Breaker. With the scout, can he make something happen? He does have the armor to work with as well. And missing that flick. That's not what the doctor ordered. Hit cat in time. Spotting out Impale, but Impale impales him to that wall in Palace. Greens pushing through the smoke, decapitating Foxy. And flicks onto Hunter, but Hunter just too good right now, feeling his shot. And it's all down to Caribou with the lone P250. What can he do is the question. And lands a headshot on a Mythil before going down to Hunter. Losing 2 guns there against a semi-buy. So not a bad round coming out from SemperX. 12 on the board for them. This is looking promising, ladies and gentlemen. Or in this case, gentlemen and gentlemen. But yeah. Finally, the proper full buy coming out from Risky. Op out onto Breaker. Everyone with rifles and utility. What can Breaker make with this? Make do with this op is the question. Good default coming in from SemperX. They're just spread out all across the map right now. So, a little trade potential over by B Halls. Starboy and Impale playing the buddy system. In the meantime, I don't like this. Mythil all by his lonesome in Palace and Hunter all by his lonesome. The bottom of Palace. If they go down, that might dispel doom and gloom. They're drawing a lot of utility out from Risky right now, and the rotation also getting called. This is a bit too premature and a bit too amateurish, in my opinion. And there we go. Starboy opening things up with the kill on a Breaker, but Caribou gets a kill onto Impale. He's all alone. Bombs and rattling off a few shots, taking some damage, but in the meantime, Bomb is just walking out onto the A bomb side. Look at this. Just look at this. Just no one in the A bomb side, and Bomb cozily walking out, and now it's a 4v3 retake situation, and Hunter's made himself taken a very good position by Sniper Nest, and he's going to cut off this rotation at its roots. But will they be expecting this lurk coming in? This flank coming in from Greens could be crucial. They don't have much time. 2 kits onto the CT side. No, Foxy got caught with his pants down. Not what the doctor ordered. In the meantime, Hunter making his way. Yes, does get the barrel of his gun spotted out. And that's all she wrote for SemperX this round. Is there time on the clock is the question. The answer is yes. Risky with the risky defuse. The last second defuse coming in from Risky Gaming. 9 rounds on the board to 12. And yeah, still have money to buy into this round, SemperX. There was a sublime fake, and Risky were completely sold, but they somehow managed to retake the bomb site. I want to say website, I don't know why. Just random brain fart. Sorry, folks. And yeah, 5 AKs, full stack of nades. Racking up a few shots in the smoke. Hunter and Impale though. Hunter and Foxy though aware of it and missed that Molotov. Unfortunate there, and Kit Kat and Carry Bob landing 2 kills over by the B bomb side. But will they be expecting this one player making his way up B shot? He hasn't been spotted, and Greens needs to be careful. That flashbang though, Hunter completely white. And just when I said that Risky might look like they might lose this, they just step it up a notch. A near flawless round coming out from them. Impale left all alone in a 1v5 clutch situation. He needs to ace clutch this round if he wants to see it through. And look at that. Havoc making a ton of noise though. Impale should have to drop on him, and he does. Gets one. One down, 4 to go. He has a lot of time to work with. No need to go for unnecessary fights. He should just look to isolate these 1v1s. But look at this. He needs to be careful. Tapping up a few shots, gets double peeked and gets taken down. Greens with the kill onto Impale. And that's all she wrote for SemperX in that round. The score after 22 rounds of play is 12 rounds to SemperX and 10 to Risky. And now it looks like, for all intents and purposes, it's going to be 11 to 12 because SemperX's economy is looking a bit shambolic. They don't necessarily have the money to buy into this round, but it's going to be a quick A play, and Breaker's there solo with the op, and they're going to make their way on the A bomb side. Havoc there playing by Palace. Just Mono gets 2 quick kills. Will he get more? Nope. Mythil ending him right there and then, and now it's all down to Hunter. Can he do some economic damage? Havoc has gone down. That's some damage done, but he's getting hunted down, and down he goes. Greens to see off this round. Like I said, 11 to 12 for Risky Gaming. See, this is the mark of a proper team. When down in the dumps, instead of feeling sorry for themselves or feeling bad, they just step it up a notch. And Greens should ideally be dropping a gun for Havoc, but okay, he's gonna stick with the 9k on him. Full nades, op out onto Hunter. What can he do with it? He's making his way over to Palace. Got a good spawn for it. Might just catch a few CTs or a couple of CTs off guard. He's making a ton of noise, and okay then. Interesting position. He's expecting a push, but he's scoped in. He doesn't want to give away any sound to the defending CTs to tell that there's an op in Palace. For the time being, it has been smoked off and is being watched like a hawk by Havoc. In the meantime, Starboy and Carry Bob are like literally flirting with each other across the smoke. And Starboy seems to have a very good idea where Carry Bob is playing from, and down goes Carry Bob. The bomb is going to make its way, rotate all the way across, and oh, no, they're still sticking to this eventual A-hit plan, and Green's having made his way onto the cinder blocks in Sniper Nest. A very difficult jump to make, by the way, for those of you wondering. And look at this. Greens makes his way into ladder room. And Starboy just waiting below with a smoke in hand, ready to pounce into action. Smoke for B shot goes live. He should know that there's someone playing underpass here. And yeah, Greens is ready. Will they be expecting this off angle though? And swaps out Foxy's gun and taps away. Gets the kill. Changes his position. This very smart play coming in from Greens. He's going to make his way out B short while their focus is on Sniper Nest and Mythil getting Molotoved off. In the meantime, Havoc in the A bomb site is the sole defender. And he's rattling off shots towards Impale and down goes Impale. Down to a 1v2. And Havoc needs to be careful. He's getting flanked. Oh, bully. Mythil with it all to do. With it all to do. He's in a 1v2 and there's no time. Just no time. They left it too late, SemperX. 12 all is the score. This is not looking good. And the money, again, they're going to have to force into this round or go with a half buy. Because Mythil just does. Yeah, they're gonna be forcing into this round as well. Not a big fan of this buy coming out, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Because Mythil survived that round, he gets no money for that round. Match has been paused. I think it's a tactical timeout being called by SemperX. They need all the time they can get. They need to get their heads back in the game. They were leading for so long. They played such a good T-side towards the beginning of the half. But it all has come crashing down towards this end. Towards the flag end of the game. 24 rounds played. Scores are tied at 12-12. Risky, it seems, are on the road to mounting a comeback here. And yeah, match paused. Some in-depth tactical talks happening over by SemperX right now. The money situation on Risky Gaming looking fairly stable by now. 6,300 on Greens, 8,500 on KitKat. The rest of the players a bit low, but they'll be able to buy into the next round as both Greens and KitKat will be in a comfortable enough position to drop guns for their teammates. But on the flip side, SemperX's economy is just completely shattered. I think that's why they're going in for this lengthy timeout. They're just going to, chalk out what kind of buy they can muster and where to put these guns to the best possible use. Like, I could see the UMPs making their way underpass, but then any point from that moment forward is going to be very difficult for these SMGs, because most of the engagements from that point on is going to be long range, and it's going to be a task to land those crucial headshots with the UMP at that range. We could be seeing these UMPs being taken to Palace or an eventual A hit, but I think the ideal place to take them would be to B short and the B bomb site, because there's a lot more close range encounters on the B bomb site, and it does play to the UMP's strengths. So we might see a play out of Brutality's playbook, which is the fast split B take, wherein they smoke off Sniper Nest, they smoke off Connector, and smoke off, I think, benches, and they just bombard into the B bomb site. They do have the smokes to pull this off. They have one smoke for crossing, one smoke can go for Connector, and one smoke can go into Sniper Nest, while the last remaining smoke should go for the smoke at bench over on the B bomb site. I mean, this is just me spitballing. I'm not really sure what they're going to do. Obviously, I am no clairvoyant, but this would be the safest and might just be an unexpected play if SemperX does manage to pull it off, because they haven't done it so far. They haven't hit the B side quickly and in earnest. But Risky Gaming on the flip side, their default is a 2-1-2. So, could be difficult. But I'm just saying it can catch them off guard. And nope, It's gonna be a play towards the A-bomb side. Bomb already having made its way to A-ramp. And there's two players playing very aggressive by A-ramp, and they don't know about KitKat's position. They've just spotted out Havoc. KitKat still playing it very aggressive, and they're gonna push as a pair. I like this. Mike is going to the trade, and the flashbang. Hunter just completely blinded. 11 HP. Down goes the bomb. But the rest of the T's have made their way over onto the A-bomb side. The bomb control over by T-Spawn is a disaster right now, and they might just get flanked from greens. And rattling off shots on the edge of smoke. But what is this lag? What is this lag? What is even happening right now? What? Did my PC crash? Alrighty. No, game is running. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Interesting. Okay. Alright, something glitched out here in the game. And we're back. It's down to a 4v2. Imperial finding the kill onto greens, but now it's all down to Starboy, who does mind to find Havoc in the face, but unable to land that flick shot onto Carry Bob. That was essential for him to see off this round. 13 round to 12 to Risky Gaming, and yeah. We take a look over at the scoreboard. Mythil and Hunter just doing the bulk of the heavy lifting, and surprisingly today, Breaker from Risky Gaming just hasn't showed up. He's on 9 frags for the entire game, and that's just completely unlike him. Nope, I don't think that was a server lag. I think something crapped out on my end here. Server was fine. The players were still playing, but I just figured it out. Okay, I think they're gonna go for a round restore. I don't know. I don't think a round restore can be done because the kills had come in before that spot of lag happened. So let's see. What is the admin's decision? Risky do manage to see off that round. Scores as of now stand at 12 to 13. And the money on SemperX, as I was saying, is just completely gone. Match paused yet again. I'm still not sure what the admin decision is going to be. It's funny how chat thinks that Nightbot is a real person. They keep abusing him over and over again and get timed out regardless. I mean, guys, it's a bot. He can't hear you, his words don't affect you, and you just end up getting timed out. So, you know, chill out and chat a little bit. You know, direct your hate towards maybe, you know, the caster. All that love and affection that you send my way is just so endearing at the end of the day. Let me just check. Yeah. The first kill did go in, so the restore might not be taking place. Of course I have chat open beside me. I mean, who will pass off on such highbrowed entertainment this late in the evening? Come on, guys. Of course I have chat open. I won't leave you high and dry. Need to feel the love. Anyway, 12 to 13. Round goes live. SemperX's economy is completely broken. They've opted to go in for a force buy. This might not end well for them. Smokes come raining out onto the A-bomb site. Everyone's completely smoked off. KitKat is just dancing Anywhere he goes, he's like in smoke. And down he goes. Side control is Starboy landing a nasty shot onto Greens there, but can he do more? And does find Havoc in the meantime. All down to Carry Bob in a 1v2 situation. Mythil and Hunter has managed to recover a rifle, and the bomb yet to make its way over to the A-bomb site. Okay, I think Carry Bob might just YOLO this and flash out, but they're dancing across each other in smoke, and Hunter clutches the round out. 13-13 for SemperX, and that force by paying dividends. And lag again, I guess. Interesting. Well, Game Nuts, sorry to break it to you. I'm not using Geo. I am on Act Fibernet. And something's up with the server though. Well, you never know, it could be my PC, my potato PC. Chat, always so kind and supportive. 13-13. Well, in all fairness though, SemperX putting up one hell of a fight against Risky Gaming. I don't think Risky Gaming is used to such grit that's coming out from SemperX right now. But yeah, excuse me, pardon me. I might just have tuberculosis, third world country and all, you know. You never know. That or malaria. I live with mosquitoes half the time. Anyway, match has been paused, so let's keep the banter rolling, shall we? Let's not let chat die down or, you know, pause. I love MX comment in chat right now. My PC is internally bleeding. Well, you never know. I might just have to check. It is liquid cooled, so your analogy might not be that far off, to be honest. And in the meantime, we have a disconnect coming in. I think it is, yeah, Havoc who's DC'd. Pankaj Sundlas, what is my rank, Mr. Commentator, you ask? Well, I am Legendary Eagle Master in matchmaking, and I am, I think, Silver Serpent on So Strong. Not that it matters, I don't really get that much time to play. Most of my time goes into studying games, studying the game, studying the teams and their tendencies, so that, you know, I can improve my casting. I'm fairly new to this casting malarkey, so not, as you can see, I'm still pretty noobish in my behavior. As someone pointed out earlier in chat, this noob caster breathe out onto mic. So yeah, I do that. I tend to do that. And also because, you know, made the rookie mistake of not sitting with a glass of water. Yeah, I think the fix is going on. Might be getting DDoSed. You never know what goes on in these server situations. And yep, so Pankaj is asking where am I from? Well, I am from India. And yes, this accent is extremely put on because, well, I was told by my mentors that if you sound, well, different, or like as the Southeast Asian games I cast, as that chat reminded me, as Mike from Dell Tech Support, it's a problem going forwards. So a bit of candid talk between the caster and the chat, always healthy. And Shriv, yes, that is true. Prakhar Pramod says, caster is a good man. If he has a wife, she must be taken care of nicely. Well, unfortunately, that isn't the case. Still fairly young. No waifu in the near future for me, thankfully. Not yet. Hey, Amik, thank you so much. But yeah, as the fix does get rolled out, any more questions from chat? We're doing an AMA, I guess, right now on YouTube chat live. The only place this is going to happen, so why not? Let's go for it. Game Nuts ask why I don't play on LAN, because I is a sucks at this game. Like, considering the level that the pros are at right now, I don't see myself ever hitting that peak in my Counter-Strike gameplay. I'm just an analyst and a caster. There we go. Sagar Khatri, absolutely on point. Can't read your comment out in chat, brother, but yeah. There we go. Absolutely on point there, Sagar Khatri. Karthik, no, Risky Gaming, not an Indian team. They're based out of Dubai. And they still manage to wreck most of our teams. And there we go. The restore does come in. And we might finally be going live with the last few rounds of this game. And Kushagra, that is a downright lie. No, they don't. They're pretty damn good, in my opinion. Arfat, it is an AIO, it is not custom loop. Custom loops in India are as expensive as the entire PC because you have to import the loops and everything. Just don't trust the local things that are available here which are labeled as custom loops. I just don't trust those rivets and joints. And they do tend to leak a lot, so no, it is an AIO as of now. Jafar Nayak, it's safe to say that my left hand is extremely, extremely strong. That's all I shall say for now. And yep, game is going live, ladies and gentlemen. So get back onto their Counter-Strike horses. AMA ends right here. 13-13 scores are tied for Risky and SemperX. I'm honestly glad that SemperX has managed to take the fight so long to Risky and actually give them a run for their money. They might just clinch it, but I'm not gonna say that out loud, and because, you know, curse of the commentator and all that. Greens, in the meantime, makes his way up B short. Both teams have bought up, and oh, that nade though. I think that nade coming out from Carry Bob just wrecking. Who is that? Hunter in B haps right now. And Greens has heard this and might just be yet another fake play. They faked out the A bomb site almost perfectly there a few rounds ago. Might just see a similar play coming in right now. And wrecked. Alrighty then. This round should get restored. Prakhar, no, none of us do. It's all very clean. Oh, and look at that. We have a stand-in for Risky. Nami has joined instead of who is it? Havoc. Nami, the stand-in who played for Risky Gaming in their first game of the ESL Masters League against Entity Esports, has joined this map for the remainder of the game, I think. And yeah, we're just trying to figure out what's up with the servers right now. Look at yeah, I think we might just be getting DDoSed. The servers might be getting DDoSed. This is unfortunate. Hey, no hope. Don't be mean to production, bro. There are things out of everyone's hands, and well, you know, you can't always account for all possibilities. And the problem is we can't really change the servers because Risky Gaming doesn't ping that well to Mumbai servers, and that's why it has to be on Bangalore. I agree, Nikhil. Nami is an extremely talented player. Unfortunately, just to stand in for this game, didn't even notice that he joined the server. And the dual op setup also coming out onto Risky Gaming. This could change their dynamic and their setup quite drastically. They haven't gone for the dual op setup thus far. I've noticed a couple of very good double op setups come out from the likes of D2D and Brutality as well. What they do is they put one op by B shot and one op by CT spawn, and that's very effective in snuffing out any sort of mid to A or mid to B plays, because no matter where the T's head, there'll always be one op trained on their backs. And that is provided that it's a late B take, not an early round B take, in which case the smokes will prohibit line of sight. And there we go. Another streamer joins the chat. It is Robo, and always with his words of unlimited encouragement and support. Always a sight for sore eyes there. Mr. Hrithik Roshan himself, Hrithik Roshan lookalike, discount Hrithik Roshan as we call him in chat. Welcome. Jitesh, unfortunately you won't get him because he's busy casting other tournaments. So you will have to make do with me. So make your peace right now because I'm all you're getting. Shivansh, it seems that the servers are getting DDoSed as of now. So the ping is spiking and the servers are lagging. It seems to be fixed for the moment. So whenever they're stable, the match is going to get unpaused. Robo, I'm doing an impromptu AMA session until the match goes back live, at which point it'll stop and I'll start casting, resuming my casting duties. I mean, at the end of the day, my job is to entertain, right? So I'm entertaining. Look at that though, Nami. With the Stack Track USPS Neo Noir. That's a $200 skin. I think it's a $240 skin right there he's wielding. These players from the UAE, I tell you. Dubai, so rich. Breaker has a Dragon Lore as well. Damn, I'm jealous. Alright, I'll press tab. There's a Risky right now are on very stable ping. Most of them are on 870, 75 ping, and their opponents, SemperX, are playing on 25 to 30 ping. Only Nami right now is pinging a little high. Thank you, Shehzad. Thank you so much. Guru Yash English, itna pure how? I practice, bro. Tarun, my in-game name is the same name that I go by while casting. It is FET, F-E-T-T. And okay, we're live, back live, alright. Back in game mode, game face back on. Yet again a 2-1-2 setup. This is what they've been going with so far, and Dreams getting the instant pick onto Hunter. Man advantage to the CTs, and look at this, gets the pick, falls back to a more defensive position. I love this change up in pace from Risky. Goes for the aggressive pick, and then falls back to a more advantageous and safer position. In the meantime, the bomb is making its way onto the A bomb side. All the players clumped up by the A bomb side, by A ramp, and one player, that is Foxy, over by Palace. Hunter did clutch out the last round to draw the scores, and the double op is the response that Risky have for that round loss. They've tapped into their last dollars in the economy, and okay, lag is back. GG. Alrighty then. Nami gets the pick onto the players, making out one by one. They're trickling out. They need to force their way out as a unit. And Breaker playing quietly by Firebox hasn't made a sound yet. Barely gonna reach him, but in the meantime, Nami's just gonna see this round off. A triple kill for the newcomer into the server. 14-13 is the score to Risky Gaming. And yeah, that completely shatters the economy for SemperX. That's highly unfortunate, because they might just have to go in with the force buy in this round. It's desperate times, boys, desperate times. And yeah, in the meantime, Risky with all the money in the world, and Breaker still deciding to stick with this UMP. In the meantime, KitKat Breaker might just aggress onto the A bomb side over by A ramp, and it is looking like a fast A hit coming out. They might just catch a lot of players with their pants down right now. Okay, they're not gonna push up, they're just gonna hold it. It's the right call, and the nades go sailing in. And Breaker just booking it, drops down a Molotov, hops out, gets one, gets two. Nope, that's KitKat all the way. And KitKat getting the third, getting the fourth. Will he ace it is the question. Tapping away with the USPS, and ace for KitKat. I've been wanting to do that for God knows how long. Finally I get to do that in a game in the ESL India Masters Premiership. And an ace for KitKat on the penultimate round of Counter-Strike. Well, and that brings Risky Gaming to match point. The economy is looking really bleak. Really bleak. Okay, lag yet again. Hopefully we continue with this round, because no kills have come in yet. Or we might just get a round reset, you never know. And KitKat just fought out Mitchell, but gets double teamed there. In the meantime, Breaker also falls in greens with the op. Has managed to get one kill, but look at this, look at what Foxy is doing. He's made his way to jungle. Is Nami aware of this is the question, or rather a better question, is Carry Bob aware of this? And the answer is a resounding no. And yet more lag. Alrighty then. This is getting a bit too ridiculous in my opinion. And Vishut Tyagi, thank you for those kind, supportive words. Well, what to do? Yes, and for those of you wondering, Nami is a stand-in. He's standing in for Havoc, who was there for the lion's share of this game. But for right now, he's gone off. But server's getting restarted, I think. Let me just confirm. And yep, the server is down. So maybe we can continue our AMA session. Prashant, it's not just me. It was the server, which has gone down, unfortunately. Samyak Jain, that would be a resounding yes. We're going to be rehosting the server and the match will go live soon. So don't go anywhere, folks. Stick around. And yeah. We'll be back very soon.
and gentlemen, it seems like bad luck has finally dawned upon us. Apparently, we've got word from Bangalore. Developers have got back to us stating that there's some problem with the internet back in our Bangalore servers. So we won't be sadly able to continue and finish off the match tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Very sorry, very sad indeed. But the best thing is, the last recorded score was 15-13 in favor of Risky Gaming, and the match is going to get completed tomorrow off stream. So we will definitely come back and give you an update on that. In fact, off stream, when we were casting and streaming Risky Gaming versus SemperX to you, we had another match between Entity Esports and Team Elements, which ended in the favor of Entity Esports 16-6, the final scoreline. Amazing match as far as our resources have told us. Well, this also brings us to the end of the day 10 live stream of the ESL India Premiership 2017, people, brought to you by Omen by HP, Zowie by BenQ, HyperX, and organized by Northern Gaming. I'm Vagish Godsley-Bhan, and before I go, let me remind you people, in case you want to take part in the ESL India Premiership 2017, all you gotta do, well, it's a simple task. There's a link on the screen right now. Follow that URL. It takes you to a page where you gotta register for the games you want to take part in for the phase 2 of the ESL India Premiership 2017 summer season. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys will have a great evening and a great night. We'll come back tomorrow with the day 11 of the live stream of the ESL India Premiership 2017. Cheers.
I can feel